Let's make sure it's going.
That's
Okay,
correct.
so I pulled up to the smoke shop to get a pack of cigarettes, and I met Bill. Okay, and
Bill.
so I saw him
Bill's
sitting.
65 and he's a Marine vet.
All right, so
Grew up in Boise, went to Boise High School.
he's sitting here, and it's amazing how things come together. He he was trying to use his card for cigarettes and a bottle of water, and guess what? There's a bottle of water, and there's a couple pack of cigarettes for him. And so I came around at the right time, and isn't that amazing? Okay, so oh, nice, the Dalai Lama. Okay, so let me ask you this. What's your first name?
William, but actually my name is Ira William.
Oh, okay.
My birth name, Ira William Fontrell IV. I changed to William Gardner Fontrell, Gardner being my dad's mom's maiden name. My grandfather was from Baltimore, and my grandmother from Baltimore, born around 1902. Her name was Irma.
That's where you were living, in Baltimore?
I was born in New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
My father was born in Baltimore, but he grew up in New Jersey, in Cranford,
Okay.
New Jersey. I moved out here in 1965. I was born in New Jersey in 56. Dad moved with my mom to Seattle in 58.
And you went with them?
After finishing school. Well, yeah, it was a family. I was the firstborn kid.
Right.
And my father served in the Air Force during Korea. And
Wow.
And he was a B-29 mechanic, crew chief and waist gunner, and stationed at Griffith Air Force in Rome, which is outside of Utica.
But he did some time in the Korean War?
He was in during the Korean War.
Oh, okay.
From like 50 to 51 to 55 or something.
Okay, so let me ask you another question. You've got a Bible here. I saw that. And you've got the Dalai Lama book. You got a diet book. Let's see. Can I look at that? Can I take a little video? Let's see. So we've got, this is cool, man. The practice of the presence of God and the spiritual maxims. And then you've got the Dalai Lama over here. So
Brother Lawrence.
What's that one?
This is a collection of books I got. This is classics.
Looks like an old book.
Well, it is. It's for an outfit called Classics Club, published by Walter J. Black of Roslyn, New York. The copyright on this is 1947.
Sweet.
And I went about a year and a half ago to the Goodwill secondhand store.
Yeah.
This particular one, Utopia by Thomas More.
Sweet.
Along with Aristotle.
Great.
This one here, Brother Lawrence, The Confessions of St. Augustine.
God, dude, you're a smart. You're the more we read, the more knowledge we have, right?
Well, no, but we have to read. But you see, the deal is that the maxim, there's the Confessions of St. Augustine of Hippo. Brother Lawrence was actually, he joined as a lay brother.
Wow.
Said the book consists of notes of several conversations had with and letters written by Nicholas Herman of Lorraine, a lowly and unlearned man who, after having been a footman and soldier, was admitted a lay brother by a monk among the barefooted Carmelites at Paris in 1666. Okay, known as Brother Lawrence.
St. Augustine, when was he alive, and what era, what century?
The year 1666.
Was he Christian? Was he on a mission from God, or what was he doing?
Well, it says he was a footman. He entered the Carmelite monastery in Lorraine, France, as a monk.
Okay.
Really? Yeah. And from the time when he was about 18 to the time that he was 80, he was a chief a bottle washer. He cooked one up, but the maximum. So let me just
It's
give
incredible,
you
dude.
a certain quote. They're talking about letters and maximum and up here a means for attaining the presence of God. It talks about purity of life, guarding ourselves with care, faithfulness, losing ourselves. This right here, it's about the Buddhist tradition,
Yep.
but the Buddhist tradition is about sentient creatures suffering like God
Right.
suffered, Christian values of life and happiness.
Right.
This one right here is how to lose 100 pounds in 2 days. This is the diet protocol for how to lose weight.
Can I ask you a couple more questions, Bill?
Shoot.
You're a veteran,
I am.
and you were in the Marines, and you went in '78, and you were deployed to Iraq.
I went to Boise High School,
Okay.
graduated in '75.
Yeah.
And like a turd of hurdles. Turd of hurdles, a bunch of turds. Wasted a couple years up at the U of I, all that, and
Oh, you did? You went to college?
oh yeah, I started my college studies in 1975.
Wow.
I finally graduated in 1989.
So you have a bachelor's degree?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Well, it took me 2.5 years to come out with a year and a half worth of studies. See,
Right.
with me, I put all my time and energies into learning how not only to do the reverse, or rather putting in a little bit more effort to get a B or an A, putting all my time and effort to get a D and an F by whatever, and having to go and take them over.
Right.
So,
Which which can be expensive.
well, the thing is, I went to boot camp '78, and I came back and enrolled in Boise State.
Oh, wow.
Here for but it's like, I mean, a fucking Marine boot camp,
Right.
and going back to a college,
I know.
And so
Tough.
I was in the active reserve,
Okay.
which means you're on active reserve duty, and it's the tankers out there. I didn't want to be in a steel.
Oh, out here in Gowan?
Tankers and in motor pool and supply.
Right.
My M was being a truck driver, the 2.5.
That was your MOS?
Yeah, 2.5 ton troop transport.
Right.
The guys in there. So I was out there for 9 months. Finally went active and requested active duty, and was sent to California, but rather to Pendleton or 29
did you go to
Palms.
NTC? Were you in 29 Palms? Because there's Marines, I think, in 29 Palms, which is just hotter than hell. Hey, can I ask you one more question?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I spent time up there.
So I want to ask you about your ink, your tattoos. How old were you when you started getting tattooed?
Well, this tattoo here that's been done over a couple times.
That's beautiful.
Yes, but you'll see, it was actually me and a buddy of mine when we were 17 decided we were gonna do it the old-fashioned way with
Right.
the needle and thread.
Really?
This was done over that.
Okay.
When I was in boot camp, actually there was a fellow here in town named Russ Myers, who was a hairdresser, i.e. circa the early mid-70s, who was the first tattooist here in town.
Okay.
He used to do my hair. So when I left for boot camp, I had this and this.
Nice.
After I got out of boot camp,
You got some ink off post?
well, I had here, but see, where I was stationed at was the 3rd Marine Aircraft Wing at El Toro, which is in Orange County outside of Santa Ana.
Did you go to basic training in Paris Island? Is that? Yeah. Is that Paris Island?
San Diego.
Yeah. Marine boot camp is difficult, to say the least.
Let me explain how it was and how it is now. For recruits west of the Mississippi, it's San Diego.
Okay.
San Diego, is very nice. It's balmy. You fly into LAX.
Right.
Paris Island is actually it's an island. You go out there, and San Diego has the beaches and whatnot. You have north of San Diego, the recruit depot. You have Camp Pendleton,
Oh, okay.
which would remind you of driving from Boise to Mountain Home, except on the left-hand side is Highway 1 is the ocean.
Yeah. Been there.
Yeah.
Been down there.
Oh, you've been to Pendleton?
Well, no, I've been in I lived for 6 years in California, and we used to take one from Santa Barbara into LA. It's a beautiful drive, dude.
Well,
So,
let me tell you. Okay. See, you know what you're doing? I've been asking God to help me write my memoirs or short or whatnot.
nice.
You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to do this. I'm into creative writing in English.
Nice.
I would like for us to go into collaboration and write my memoirs, or sort of a fictional book. But let me explain.
Yeah.
The Air Wing, since I was in the motor pool there for 9 months, and I had the rank of Lance Corporal A3.
Oh, nice.
So that's a sub-corporal.
Yeah.
My best buddy was John Manning, a terminal, obnoxious, in-your-face, like a billy goat, 5'2", full of horseshit sergeant, who was a tank, bringer guy in the motor pool.
Oh,
Now the motor pool guys you didn't fuck with, because if you fuck with the motor pool, you got to walk. Okay,
you got the what?
you get to walk.
WALK?
WALK. You're right in the back of my deuce and a half. If not, you get to walk. Now here's the deal: is that the motor pool guys? We go. You're talking about 29 stumps. Well, I was down in Santa Ana the third day, no assistant driver, no TACnet, to draw some shit off at stumps and to go to Barstow. Barstow, I picked up pallets full of cases of beer. Schlitz beer from Barstow that's been there since Vietnam. I mean, the kind that you have to have, and this is good that I brought this kind of can opener.
Right, exactly. I remember. I was
Now-
born in 61.
Yeah.
Hey,
okay.
Billy, I'm going to have to bounce because I have an appointment.
Can I do something?
Yeah.
Can I give you my email address?
Yeah, sure. I'm going to cut this off because I don't want to put that on anything, okay? So I'm going to cut this recorder off, okay?
Yes, please do.
I thank you for your time.
Yes, but please do this. You may not want to talk